Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Dracula's Legacy. Let's continue. So we ran into quite a complicated puzzle that we had to do last time. I think we may be near the end though, so let's move forward. We opened up this and we are back to a hidden object game. I believe this is number 4. We're looking for a hat and a globe and an umbrella. And the thing that's slowing me down is just the animation to change what they're looking for. A goblet, a mask. I assume that's not the mask. There. Need to keep my eyes out just a little bit on the side here. Make sure I know what I'm looking at that stuff too. Also looking for a flower, a coins, and a crown. Let's see. There's a spoon that we'll probably pick up. Let's see, do we use the hammer on this box? Or the hammer on this? No, if we're gonna use this plot to make a flower appear, we need probably more things. There's a watering can on the pot. Maybe that's what we need. That's the flower. Now we need a diary. Oh, I suppose this is the trick. I hadn't even realized this. If you do the blue ones, you open up the room for the other ones. So you're limited at the start, but if you get one of the blue ones, you unlock another slot for the others. I hadn't even considered how that might affect your gameplay. Not that it really matters that much, because at the end of the day this is still rather simple. Looking for coins and a crown. I kind of would have sworn that this would have been part of it, but what's the hammer for? Hammer has to interact with something. The problem when you pick up the hammer is I just don't know where the cursor is anymore. Oh, how about the hammer in the piggy bank? That's an old cliche. There's the coins. And it's now, here we can see the solution. Star, circle, triangle, square. No. Alright. Star, circle, triangle, square. Crown. Collected. Now we're just looking for the mask. Which, it's not these things over here. That's not. Oh, it is that thing. Huh.
These are the priest's records the mortician told me about. Our town was beautiful and prosperous. We enjoyed each day of our lives and were governed wisely and steadily by our mayor. But everything changed unexpectedly and all our laughter was replaced by mourning. Our town was overtaken by a horrible disease. There is no rescue from this disaster, but one day our town was visited by a stranger claiming he had a remedy for the disease. After taking his miracle cure, the sick began to recover. But the mayor learned the stranger's dark secret. Pretending to be our savior, he was actually an ancient vampire, and the remedy was his blood. The succeeding pages are torn out. Oh, they must be found.
So, the animation styles that they go through seem to be slightly unconnected, or kind of drastically unconnected. If I'm going to be truthful here, sometimes it looks one way, and sometimes it looks another. It's just like the artist doesn't have a style that they can stick to. And another hidden object game so close to the other one. That seems a little strange. But whatever. Here's the pencil. And then cake, as in cupcake. And then orange. And then crown. And then handbell. And pumpkin. And model train. That makes more sense. Lipstick. Carrot. I still wish that someday somebody makes a 3D modeled hidden object game where you just enter a room full of 3D dimensional things and you have to pick them up and turn them around like you would in Skyrim and try to find the one object you're looking for in all of that. So we need this knife here to slice the apple. And then we need a whole fish, so I have to put the fish back together. Alright, not a big issue. Just find pieces of the fish and stick it back together like good as new. And I didn't pick up the slice of apple apparently. And that gives me a pumpkin. So that giant like monster doesn't really connect well to the rest of the animation, and the 2D flat still images effectively that we're looking at now, even though there is a little lightning effects and sound effects, so that's nice. All of that certainly is not connected. House seems completely abandoned. I think I can break it, but I must be careful not to cut my hands. Break it with the back of the brush. Break it with a pumpkin. Nope, no smashing pumpkins and windows. And then, was I supposed to use the brush in the paint? So I have a brush with glue. Do I glue the pumpkin? I guess not. There's no going further backwards, so this is the next section of the game. Maybe the last third of the game, maybe not. It's hard to tell. You've got a bat over here, shot by an arrow. And then crows are unusually aggressive. Here. Put the pumpkin here. Boat hook. Pumpkin head. Glue. Need to carve out an eye in the mouth to make a scarecrow. So I imagine I can go to the other area. Let's see, can we get the boat hook and use it right now? Nope. I'll go ahead and take this brick. Can we throw it in this? No. Sugar. And nothing else? There's something else here. Shard could be useful, but it's valuable not to be carrying it with my bare hands. So I have to get some kind of glove or something. I'm not gonna glue sugar onto the pumpkin to make a jack-o'-lantern eyes. Right. Here's some glove to get the shard. And another lock. We've seen a lot of locks in this game. Let's see. Need oars. Need to bail out the boat. But how? How about this on the boat hook? Won't float like that. So we're gonna have to fix this boat. It's too far away, so I'll use the boat hook for that. Now I have an oar, and I can go ahead and put the oar right here, and then that puts us one step closer. Apparently we're trying to get across the lake. Why are we trying to get across the lake? I don't know. Ironically, I just tried to play Resident Evil 4 or Biohazard 4, if you want to go by the Japanese name, and I couldn't get it to run on my computer, which is sad because this game certainly should require more computer processing than what that game should. It's an 11-year-old game, but the storyline is kind of similar in a few small places. Seeing that lake just reminded me of that, and the walking around while monsters are all around certainly reminds me of that. Let's see if we can use the boat hook with this, since we still have it. Until you lose an object, you're going to use it multiple times. And is there anything else? Let's see. Glass shard to cut the face. See, I think you'd probably cut right through your glove and kill yourself doing something like that. Or cut yourself, not really kill yourself, but I think you'd severely... The eyes need to glow, it says. Alright. Glove or no glove. Handling sharp pieces of glass is a bad idea. So it won't float with a hole in the bottom. We'll need to bail out the boat. We can bail out the boat with the bucket to start with. And now, do we glue? Oh, just put the glue in it completely? And is there anything else to click on or do? Do I put sugar on the glue? Must be something more to it. So we need to untie the boat with the shard. That makes number like 5 of the objects that we've had that was simply used for cutting things and used twice. It's a very repetitive way of thinking. So entrance to the dugout now. Yeah. I'm surprised nothing happened there. It would have been a good time to spring something up. So we've got a gym missing. We've got this key, this screwdriver. Let's see. Can I cut the tree branches? No. I needed yet another cutting object. It never stops. It just is constantly, you need another thing, you need another thing. That's not the right one. No, I actually have to go back and come over here and use it here. Get this. And that was the only thing. Why are you gonna show me a gun and then not let me pick it up? Games should think these things through more, particularly since you're telling me a story here where a gun might be very useful. Right. Blue, red, purple. So blue. Let's see. Red, green. What am I doing? It doesn't seem like it wants to move. That way, blue. And then red head. And then purple body, and then green stick, and yellow. I don't think that was right. No, it's purple, green, blue, yellow, red. Right. Purple, green, blue, yellow. I have the feeling that it changed. That's a weird puzzle. It's just kind of a copy thing.
This is the lair of a creature that the lords call a daylight guard. This disgusting being executes their orders while they are asleep. At the moment, the creature is guarding a mansion located not far from here. Your mat is probably still there.
All these vampires, you better save Matt, or, you know, honestly, you probably should just run for your life. Seems to be something behind the wall. Well, then I'll need something to break it. Unless the candle works. Nope. Like, if you enter a situation where vampires exist, you probably need to run for your life. And forget your boyfriend. Let's see, is there anything else? No, just this. And so we have to go back. And we have a shirt and we have a candle, which I guess works for the scarecrow. Now he's got glowing eyes. Interesting sound effect. See, again, that feels like somebody wanted to animate birds or learn how to animate birds, and so they made a very specific reason to see birds and ravens. And still can't get it. So I need a ladder or something. Jeez, how many things are there to click on here? 3 things, alright. It looked like there might be more. Seems like we're ending up exactly where we don't want to end up. Need a couple of nails to fix that ladder. It's not easy to open. Garden shears? Maybe I need a pry bar. We're just ending up exactly where you don't want to be. A mace. Crowbar has no bowstring. What a pity. Well, take it anyways. This is a video game. In video games, you collect everything. I recently played a game called Anna's Quest that was a point-click adventure where you literally could not click on things or pick them up. Even though I knew as the player I was going to need those items. You just couldn't do it until the actual character knew that they needed them. So they just go, why would I want that? I don't want that thing. And I'm not sitting there clicking over and over again saying, give me, just pick it up. Trust me, you're going to need it. It won't be long now. You will definitely want those items. And fortunately, this game hasn't been too bad about this. But it is a little weird. I thought we might use the mace to smash that chest, but I bet we use the mace to smash the wall over here. So this is probably number 5 as far as times we've destroyed a wall. A lot of keys, a lot of destroying of walls, a lot of items to cut. His vocabulary, the game creator's vocabulary of actions is rather low. I would recommend them perhaps try to find more action verbs. Just type in the word action verbs. Yeah, that's what you should do. Type in the word action verbs into Google and go through or a list of action verbs and go through them all. And just once you have all of those things in your head, think about this game and go a game or your next game and say to yourself, what are actions that I could have had the character do that aren't simply break a wall, cut some object, or unlock something with a key? Because that's all that's happening here. So I need 2 more keys that way, and the teapot's right there. That'll get rid of that one. And then we're looking for a hand drill. There's a bicycle pump for an inflated ball. Do I see a de-inflated ball? Is it down there? Here's a hand drill. Kind of hard to see. Doll. These hidden object puzzles, though, are done really nicely. As you move through and find the things, the screen gets so empty that it's easy to find what's left. So we're looking for a Jolly Roger. Here's the Jolly Roger, but not quite. It needs something else to it. Snake, 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 snake. Here's a snake. Magnet. Thermometer. We'll just get rid of everything that's not going to interact with the things that we are using. Yeah, as the screen gets emptier and emptier, it's like, oh, there's only this many things left. Let's see, is it this ball? Or is that a ball? Oh, I didn't see it. So we have a set of keys with 1 key missing, and we have the Jolly Roger. And so just kind of need to click on everything until something picks up. There we go, I see. So you gotta put the Jolly Roger together. So here's the skull and bones collected, and then a key. Where are you? Key. I haven't seen it once. That's the problem. That's always the inherent problem with hidden object games. That's what happens, is you just glaze over in your eyesight. Got it. And that gives me a magnet. Good to know. What will the magnet work for? It's not for this, because those are for that. So many ants here, I have to draw them away. Alright, sugar. And take the awl. An awl is a punching tool for making holes for buttons and snaps in clothes. If you aren't aware of that. It's effectively the same as an ice pick, but I guess it kind of just depends on which one you'd be more familiar with. I guess you'd probably be more familiar with an ice pick. The magnet doesn't work, the awl doesn't work. And it's not something crazy like you stab the awl through the wood to use it like a nail. Right. This one would probably work. Locked, I need a key. I believe if I tried this, it will knock the key out, and then this, it'll drag the key to me. So we now have entrance to the library. And use that right there. Notice that animation where the key just was flying through space, slightly rotating, and once it got close to the lock, it just faded instead of actually interacting with the lock. That's a technique to not fully have to animate everything. See, and the 3D animation seems like I'm gonna really have to look at the credits here and see if there was more than one person that worked on this game. It seems like there might be one that did the 3D animation versions of these and somebody who did the 2D animation version of it. We'll take these vials, because why not? And we'll take this, the liquid from the flask spilled and corroded on the shelf. So that is a square, green, yellow, red. So green, yellow, and red. And I suspect this would have worked if I'd gone out of order at all in any amount. A painting part is missing right now. So what's left to click on? This. It's not just a monster that attacked us. Not worth bothering him. Yeah. So flask with acid on him. Interesting. You would think that you would put acid on it, but maybe not. And would acid open the door? Nope. I almost could believe that acid wouldn't open the door if you're not careful. Or you'd need a ridiculously large amount of acid to open the door.
This ancient book tells of weird creatures known as daylight guards. In days of yore, these malicious creatures were regular human beings, but black magic deprived them of their human forms. Now they no longer know what love and compassion are. They can only execute the orders of their lords with no thoughts of disobeying. Such a creature can only be killed by silver. Arrows with silver tips were most often used for this.
Interesting. So now we know what to do. We need to find some string and take this bow and get the arrows that are in the bat. He's not a very good guard. I'm right here next to him. Let's see. How does this thing work? Is this some kind of like slide puzzle? Interesting. I've never seen one of these before. So there's only one right way to do this, I think. And you can only stack one high. Let's see. Let's see. I'm having trouble finding the pieces where they connect. It seems... Let's see. This one? That one... Maybe that one, and then this one. Yeah, those two connect. I've never seen a puzzle like this. This is rather imaginative. Let's see. So we know this one actually lines up here. Just gonna stick this here and then this. Take this one out and stick this one here and that one there, and then do this and then do this. It almost feels like this one shouldn't connect, but it does. But then there's this piece. Interesting. I could skip this, of course. Why I would want to. I would really be disadvantaging myself. It would be no fun at all to skip this. Let's see. I think trying to find the right pieces. This one has to be right there. And maybe that. Actually, something closer to that. Yeah, that works well. Which puts this piece somewhere over there. Let's see. How about this piece here and that there, and then this piece there, and that there, and that there. I'm getting it slowly. This doesn't seem like it's right. It seems like it might all be in the wrong place. Yeah. Oh no. The nightmare begins, doesn't it? When you have to shift the whole thing. You have to pretty much start playing this whole daisy chain of events. Just to move everything a little bit. Let's hurry up with this as best we can. Let's see. There. there, 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 and there. That's right. There, there, and there. And now it's simply a matter of getting these last few plants in the right place. Let's see, is that the right location? No, I think this is the right location. There we go. And we get a key, and that was it. So we've gone a little bit over here, a little bit over time. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.